Hey John, I know you don't want to do this, but you promised you'd try, so I appreciate you making the effort.
Let's do it. Sorry I couldn't do it last week, but work's been crazy.
You mind if I go first?
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to get this going. You know, our counselor said this might help. You know, write down how we feel about what's going on with us. And the other one can't interrupt. Try not to criticize. Just explain how we felt about our relationship, okay? These past few months have been very difficult. Our relationship has gotten worse, and I am at my wit's end on what should be done. I'm hurt, mad, but more than anything, I'm just frustrated with what's happened to us. All I do is cry. But what's scary is now that I've run out of tears. I want to collect my fallen tears and replenish myself. I have to believe there is hope for me and perhaps us. Going to try and do this like our counselor said to do. Wish he was here. But I feel humiliated every time you drink in public. Who am I kidding? I'm just ashamed of you and me. That you act so rudely and cause so much trouble every time we go out. I wish it would be like it was a couple years ago when we first got together. You treated me like a queen. I like the way you honored me and pursued me. It is the best time of my life. Which is why the prospect of leaving you is devastating. I can't ask my mother or my aunts for advice. Not one of them has ever left a relationship, but many of them are in or lived through abusive relationships or are married to active alcoholics. This isn't fair, not because I support broken families, but there is no history of things getting better. I just can't live that way. Relationships don't have to be painful and hard. I see people who don't hurt each other. They're happy, raising families, and living with love in their hearts. I've gotten to the point where I just can't stand to look at them anymore. You're upset because I won't have a baby. Well, I lied to you. I said it was because I wasn't ready. The thing is, you're not ready to be a father. This isn't criticism, it's the truth. And I made that decision to break the cycle of bringing children into this world who would continue this as abusers or victims. It makes me sick to think what would have happened. I'm sick too, you know. I thought I could change you. I'm the only one who changed, and I changed into someone who accepted this crazy life. You changed me, and I allowed it. And if this continues, I don't think I'll make it back from the crap I found myself in. I have to see something today that makes me believe there is hope in this world. But know this, I still love you. And despite everything you've done to me, like raped me last year after we first broke up, I know you said you were drunk, but that destroyed me. But I want to recover and live again, just not sure I can do this while I'm still with you. My mother and aunts might disown me, but I'm ready for that. The fact I'm sitting here reading this letter to you says that you have one more chance. I wonder what you will do with this slim shot at keeping me. I still love you, but what is wrong with me that despite everything I still have feelings for you? I feel like I have to move on. I have to see myself as special again. I'm not the same girl you met at Tulsa Powwow a few years ago. I have so little hope. I don't go to church. I don't love me. I don't even understand what that means, but I want to. Today I just have the desire to do better. I know you wanted to do better by me, but John just hasn't worked out. I hope you let me go, or at least treat me like I matter. Today I have to know. Not one more I'm sorry or promise, but I need to know how you feel. I'll know the truth when I hear it. I'm trying to say all this without criticism, but I'm so mad I could just scream. Do you remember what you wanted from me? To finish school and get a job that I could be proud of? We moved around so much I don't have roots anywhere, not even with you. I'm rootless, homeless, and I feel unloved. I can't believe my life has turned out this way. Right now it doesn't look good, and I'm not sitting here because of the counselor, but because I need to know what you think, feel, and want. Why you treated me like trash, why you raped me, why you cheated on me, why? I know I've painted a pretty dim view of the world, but this is how I am. The way it is, this is what's left of me. Something else, I've been with someone else. And I know this hurts, and I didn't do it to hurt you. It was just a way of making it one more day without crying. I know it's wrong, and I'm sorry. I didn't do it because you did it to me so many times. You always said it didn't mean anything right before you slapped me. What has happened to us?
Before I read mine, I just want to say that I'm a liar, I'm a cheat, and I'm a drunk. And so I don't know how much of this is going to mean anything to you. And at the same time, I want to be clear. I want to be happy too. I write this letter not knowing what good it will do. But even if we split up and go on with our lives, there are things in our lives we've never said or explained. You are still a mystery to me. That is not an excuse for being a drunk and cheat. It didn't give me permission to do what I did. One more thing, Jamie, I love you more than anything else. And while I've done nothing to honor that, I, in my sober life, can say that without lying. But I learned as deeply as I say these words, there's a good chance I love alcohol more. I haven't told you this, but I have been shooting meth for the past 3 years. I love it. I love it more than you and I put together. I've never said those words or really thought them in my head, but somehow on paper I can say what I cannot say out loud. When I first met you, I thought you were the most perfect person. You were a good traditional girl, good family, beautiful, full of hope, and I hated it for you. You were everything I wasn't. You reminded me of what a messed up family I come from and how I wouldn't know happiness if it bit me. I came close with you, and you made me sick with your good ways. Remember, don't say anything. I'm sure none of this makes sense to you, and I'm not saying I'm right. Pretty sure I'm pretty far from being alright, but that is the way I looked at it all. I'm not well now, and so this is the way it is. I want you, but I'm not ready to change right now. Not totally and not all at once. At the same time, I want you to hang in there for a little while longer. Also know that I may never stop shooting meth. It just seems to make the world easier to take. I mean, I've been doing this for 3 years and you seem to never known. So it's not like it's a big problem. And we weren't out any money because I sell enough of it to keep me going. I made some extra bang also. Bet you didn't know some of your church offerings came from meth profits. I guess that's not funny, but this world isn't funny half the time. Some days I see no fun in it. Just a grinding effort to make it through one more day. You know what? I only get drunk to just mix it up. Life is pretty pointless and it doesn't make much sense to me. You looked at it like it was a solvable problem. I wanted to hurt you for that. Now you know I never hit you that much. Heck, everyone fights. I told you never lay hands on me and we'll always be cool. How about all the times I fought for you? Bet you didn't tell the counselor I defended your honor a dozen times. I've got something to tell you. That guy you hooked up with, Bill, well, I asked him to do that. I was drinking one night and I thought about us and how you've never done anything. I think I did it because I felt like you deserved it. But more than anything, I was trying to even things out. God, I'm sick. How do you end a letter like this? There's no good end. I just want to say I don't think I did my letter right, but I'm also glad I got this off my chest. And so what I want to do is...
I'm going to stop you right there. I think I know why I wanted to do this. And it was to clear the air through all this murkiness and fogginess. And I can only see the outlines of us, and neither one of us has said that we wanted it to work. So, goodbye, John. I tell you to get help, but you don't want it. And now I don't even care.
Well, I tell you deserve better, but I'd be lying if I said it. I thank you for just being well enough to let us both live. I don't have to say I love you anymore and lie about it.